12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond. Well,
Now, I'd like to stop it there for a moment because I'd like to draw your attention to the shuttle's trajectory. Now, as a horizontal would be the long way round. Let's continue. Okay, at this point, the shuttle is horizontal. That is, it's not getting any higher, it's simply travelling horizontally along the ground. And as you'll see in a few seconds, when the booster rockets separate, they still fall to the ground under the influence of so-called gravity.
Every Houston, go and throttle up.
Roger, go and throttle up. Throttle up.
Throttle up, throttle down, like Commander Steve Lindsay.
Expected to hit middle clear shortly.
Copy.
Solid rocket booster separation confirmed. Guidance now converging. Discovery's onboard computers commanding the main engine nozzles to swivel, aiming the shuttle for its precise target in space for main engine cutoff.
Should have a good forward leg now at S10.
Okay, you sound good.
Discovery Houston, negative return.
Copy, Nick.
So, ground-based video ends there. Not because the shuttle's too high, but because it's too far away downrange. As I said, it's travelling horizontally at this point. So what's missing is what they call MECO, main engine cutoff.
Main gear touchdown. Nose gear touchdown. Deploying of the drag chute delayed to assess the conditions of the crosswinds on the orbiter as it rolls out on the runway. 15 at the Kennedy Space Center, wrapping up a nearly 5.3 million mile mission. Endeavour returning the first educator mission specialist Barbara Morgan to Earth to begin the next step in her journey to inspire future generations to explore, learn, and build a better future.
Houston, Endeavour, wheel stop.
Roger, wheel stop, Endeavour.
Employed to state the bleeding obvious is there to distract you from the fact that it's a bloody good. Basically fly out of sight and ditch in the sea, getting destroyed in the process. Then I would spend a few million, perhaps even $1 billion. Let's give the taxpayers their money's worth. Perhaps I'll spend $1 billion or so on developing a plane that looks like the space shuttle. There you go, job done. No refunds. So let's change the launch profile of the space shuttle for my new classified one. We have a remote controlled full-size mock-up, basically nothing inside, just an empty shell. That's flown up on remote control on essentially a big firework. Everything acts as normal. The booster rockets detach as normal, but when we get to the external tank separation, that doesn't actually happen. What actually happens is the tank and the shuttle fall back to Earth, where they ditch in the sea and get destroyed in the process. After the mission's complete, a space shuttle plane takes off from an undisclosed location and lands at an Air Force base in front of the TV cameras. Simple. Reach something in the order of 2,500 degrees centigrade. It also says, paradoxically, that you wouldn't actually barrier in thermos flasks. The heat from the inside.
Another aspect of the illusion of space travel is spacewalks. These are faked inside a swimming pool. It's a custom-built swimming pool, and that's a great way to fake zero gravity. About 6 months ago, in 2013, a gallon of water leaked into one of their spacesuits in a matter of seconds. NASA doesn't really have a proper explanation for how on earth this could have happened. There shouldn't be water leaking into someone's helmet and a person almost drowning in space. How can you drown in space? They now wear snorkels to make sure that they don't drown in space. Of water, but that cooling system is supposed to be well away from their head. There really is no sane explanation for why a gallon of water would leak into someone's spacesuit, unless you realise the whole thing is faked inside a
These countries or corporations will leave all that untapped wealth unexploited. Something doesn't ring true.